Alright guys, Logan with Enduro Engineering, here to show you another bike build that we've done over the winter months here. This is another bike that's personally Alan's that he's been riding this winter. So we're going to show you what we've done to it to get it ready to go in the snowy, cold winter months to be comfortable on the frozen ground and in the cold temperatures. So this is a 2021 KTM 350XCF-W. And just a couple of things that we've done to make it winter worthy. Starting out with heated handlebars, not just heated grips, but the whole handlebar itself is plumbed into the radiators so that you've got the hot coolant flowing through the bars, and you can turn it up and down. These are made by C3, so we've added that. It helps keep the hands warm, especially getting into the colder temperatures. That's really important. Being able to hold on once it's cold. Fingers and toes usually is what gets cold first, so that's a big help, keeping your hands warm so that you can ride longer into the days. And then we also run the Midas winter traction tires. So they're a carbide stud. It's the same as what the Trelleborgs used to be. Midas has that mold now, and they make these tires. So we've put both front and rear with the carbide studs, really get the traction once the ground's frozen and through the snow and stuff like that. Another big help in the cold temperatures is the Enduro Engineering lever covers. That way that your fingers aren't just on bare metal once it's cold outside. You've got a little bit of fabric between you, a rubber coating over the grips. That way you're not holding on to just a bare metal that freezes once the temperatures get down. So that helps keep your fingertips warm and helps you hold on to the handlebars. Alright, so a couple other things that we've done to this bike, make it a little bit more comfortable of a ride, is we've taken the forks and done the KYB conversion kit. This changes it into a KYB spring fork. You're still using the externals of the WP, but the whole internals are changed to KYB. The spring fork just seemed to work a lot better than those stock forks that the KTMs come with. And then we've also revalved the shock to match the forks, kind of taken out some of the dampening on the low speed, trying to just smooth everything out, make it more plush, and then speeding up that rebound, just to kind of keep it tracking on the ground a lot better, and especially in the winter time when everything's frozen, you know, staying on the ground is a big bonus there. So moving into protection, you know, we've added a lot of Enduro Engineering parts that we make here in-house. Starting out with a skid plate. It has the wings on both sides, really come up, protect your engine cases and stuff like that. Your frame rails, all that's got really good coverage on the aluminum skid plate we make. Then we also have the new Radiator Guards that we came out with last year. We put them on this bike. It's a super easy install with these. Basically you're just replacing the louver that comes stock. It's a real quick install, but then it really beefs up that radiator and protects it from any crashes or, you know, collisions with trees or rocks or anything like that. Then we have the rear disc guard on the brake disc. That way anything you hit, you know, if you hit a debris on the trail, rocks or stuff like that, you're not going to bend that rotor because you have that shark fin that comes down, and then it also beefs up the whole caliper carrier there, giving you a lot of protection. Then we have the clutch slave cylinder guard. This is going to protect that hydraulic clutch slave. You know, if anything gets in there wrapped up in your chain, or if you happen to break a chain, it's got the knockdown bar. Really save your cases in the event that that happens, or if you just get a rock or something that gets caught in the chain and it's not going to hit that engine case, it's a really good guard there. And we also put on the full wraps on this bike. These are the Evo 2 full wrap debris deflectors. And then we put the orange roost deflectors on top The orange really matches the KTM orange really well, and I personally think the orange looks best on the KTMs, but that's personal preference. And then we added a axle pull handle on the front axle there. Basically, it just it makes it a lot easier to pull that axle out if you're doing maintenance, if you're doing tire changes, stuff like that. It's kind of hard to grab onto the axle without trying to hammer it out or something like that. So if we make those here and we put that on this bike, makes it so as soon as you get that nut off, you can just grab a hold of that and pull the axle right out. Piece of cake. So, and also on this bike, we use the carbon fiber heat shield on the exhaust. On these 350s, it seems like your boots or your pant legs gets real close and touches that exhaust. So it's a nice feature to have that carbon fiber guard to save that from happening, and you don't have to clean up the head pipe all the time. They get real hot, so as soon as your paint or something touches it, it melts to the pipe. So that heat shield keeps that from happening and keeps your pipe and your boots and pants and all that looking good. So all in all, a pretty basic build. We just wanted to show you kind of what we do to ride in the winter time, to keep riding year round. We're here in Michigan, so we get frozen ground and a little bit of snow still, so gets us riding year round. And just wanted to show you what we do to get it ready, and if there's anything that you want us to do for you to get your bike ready for winter months of riding, we'd be more than happy to help you out and get you the tires and anything else that you need to be comfortable to ride in the winter time. Pretty basic build here. It's again 2021 KTM 350XCF-W, and be on the lookout. We'll have some more bike builds coming in the future.